Hello, you beautiful bastards, and welcome to my so-called show. And here we are, finally, the final episode of season 3 of Reacher, episode 8, Unfinished Business. And okay, this was an actual improvement over the last episode. While barely anything was fucking happening on that episode, a lot was happening on this episode, and it pretty much does make an okay series. It's not the best, but I liked it in places. I mean, there were some moments where the writing was more questionable than drinking a cup of coffee that came out of a cat's ass, but I still like this final. It paid off. It paid off. There were some good setups. It's still got its problems, but we will get into that. And right now, at TNZ, thank you for the $5 New Zealand, which is probably a couple of quid in England, but thank you, man. Anyway, it's still greatly appreciated. So, hey, Nix, how you doing? And yeah, it's not the best series, but it's probably better than most that's out there. And I probably would rather watch this than fucking Adolescence again. So. But without further ado, let's hop right in. So after we found out that Zach is walking into a trap, everyone's walking into a trap. Quinn knew he's talking bullshit. It all ends up turning into this big fucking firefight where a lot of the ATF agents are getting fucking killed. But thankfully, Reacher's like, I'm going to take these bastards down because I'm badass. Blah blah blah. So, yeah, and the agent that's supposed to be rescuing Teresa gets killed, and it affects Duffy, and yeah, they all prevail. Reacher kills them all because he's fucking badass, so they have to head back to Zach's because the buyers are at his place, and yeah, Quinn's smoozing everyone, he's like, if you want to sample some of the ginger minge, it's alright by me. And, and everyone else is at the party enjoying themselves, listening to 80s songs, and everyone's like, yeah, we are dealers, we are dodgy bad guys who love to shag ginger bitches because we're awesome. Da, 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 da. So they're on the way now to try and get back, but then Paulie fucking spoils all their fun and leads to a really fucking awesome fight where Reacher is practically having to throw everything at him, and it's still not good. The guy's kicking his ass, and yeah, Neagly's there, just as a waitress, trying to do all this spy stuff, trying to, locate Teresa, blah, blah, blah. But then Gully takes this guy down and, in order to rescue Rich and, interrupts Rich's alone time on his phone, looking at Pornhub. And yeah, Rich is getting his ass kicked even more by Paulie. And although Gully turns into a bit of a badass as well, despite being in less shape than Lizzo on a fucking marathon run. And the guy just keeps going. I mean, he almost fucking drowns him. He almost drowns him, but Paulie still keeps coming back, And their cover almost gets blown by this asshole. It's like, well, you wearing jeans? I want to wear jeans. Why do you get special treatment? Why? Because you're a diversity hire or something. But then Neagly's like, listen, I'm undercover for top secret stuff. I'm deep undercover. All right, I can't tell you how deep I am undercover. But I will tell you this, I am deep undercover. So don't blow my cover, okay? It's like, okay, I'm on your side, all right. Yeah, once again, Richard gets the drop on Paulie. He's having this fight. They've got this machine gun that pays off, and it looks like Paulie's about to fucking blow Richard to Kingdom Come. But then Reacher, does something very smart, and he blocks the barrel and pulls out the pin or some shit like that, and it blows a big hole in Paulie's throat, and Reacher sort of recites what he said to him earlier, is like, yeah, you may be bigger, but I'm smarter, I'm much better looking, and I can sing. You should see my audition. I got Paula Abdul horny. So he's finally beat Paulie, the big belly bastard, and Duffy does some kick-ass shit as well, She rescues Teresa by shooting this guy in the fucking dick, but of course it sets off a big fucking epic battle. She tries to get her out. Richie gets a shotgun. He starts blasting Neagley starts blasting Danny DeVito in It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia style, but then Quinn gets rich as well and threatens him, but then Zach comes in and he proper fucking redeems himself. He's like, you stay away from my son. He's like, tells his son to come over here. But then the epoxy starts wearing off on the pistol, and it's a real good fucking setup, all right? That is great. That is a great setup. Zach redeems himself as well. He shows his badass, and then fucking Quinn just really goes to town on me. He just fucking shoots the hell out of him. But he gets his one little final words with Rich, and God, it's very emotional. Rich is now blasting more folks, but then Quinn tries to make a run for it, but he gets caught. And because he hasn't got the money, and because he's been a terrible, terrible worker who's not even tried to be employee of the month in the ginger pussy trading business and the gun trading business, and just being an all-round organised criminal genius, they decide to fucking kill him because, hey, it's policy, you know? Sorry, I don't make the rules. Okay, I do, but fuck it, I'm going to kill you anyway because I'm evil. I'm an evil Russian who likes ginger pussy. Of course, Richard is like, hey, get your hands off my man. Nobody puts Quinn in the corner. And they have this big dance-off and Gay and Quinn sort of make up and they kiss. No, I'm joking. And the Russian's like, hey, fuck you, he's my man. But then Neagley and Duffy sort of show up, they do their thing, and it's like, yeah, but we've got all this stuff, we've got all these people we've got to talk to, you know, and they are going to be very happy, but it's like, fuck it, you know what, have him. I didn't love him anyway. Have your man whore. Nah, joking. So thinking, if he's fucking dead anyway, it doesn't matter who kills him, you know. And that's all thanks to Neagley and Duffy, Neagley nagging him to death with a fucking grenade, you know, because women, right? So yeah, they let him go, they give him to Reacher, and they fuck off back to wherever it is they do their dodgy shit. So turns out the grenade wasn't fucking lethal. It was, yeah, she kind of decommissioned it in a way. She's like, do what you gotta do. Reacher style. And yeah, Reacher aims his shotgun at Quinn and he's like, do you remember me? And Quinn's like, oh yes, I saw that embarrassing audition you did on X Factor USA. And Reacher fucking shoots him in the head, and it was American Idol, asshole. And Paula Abdul loved it. I got a wrinkly old pussy creaming in her knickers. So fuck you, Quinn. It's the next morning, and yeah, there's everyone's just kind of knackered. You know, they're all a little bit fucking. Yeah, that was a bit of a crazy night, wasn't it? Yeah, there was a lot of shooting, wasn't there? And some guy got shot in the dick. My dad got killed, which was kind of a bummer, but yeah, fucking hell, it was crazy. It was really crazy. So Rich is wondering what else to do now, and Richard advises him, just right, you better take all that money and just fucking go blow it on fucking hookers, everything, you know, because the government are assholes who will seize fucking everything you have, even though they are legally obliged to do it this time, but still, they're the government. You don't want any of your fucking money getting into their hands, so yeah. So he has a little heart to heart, you know, about don't let the past fucking consume you, all that stuff. And Rich asks him, you know, what do you do when you've had so much horrible in the past, you know, something like that. And Rich is like, I found the most horrible thing and kill it because that's Rich. That's Reacher, sorry. That is Reacher for it. But we also do get a nice moment where he kind of where even though his dad redeemed himself, he just wishes that he would have had more time. And Rich is like, yeah, you mustn't dwell on it, which is very wise words. So yeah, he says his last goodbyes to Gully as well. And he's like, yeah, I survived this. Now I've got to worry about surviving 2 decades with my wife. And he's like, don't worry. In your shape, you don't have a couple of decades. It's Reacher. You know Reacher, man. Gully's like, you know what? If I was younger, I would have kicked your ass. And he's like, no, you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't. I'm a fat loser. You're a handsome Adonis. Yeah, we'll see you. You know, it was nice knowing you. That's nice. And Duffy gets fucking let off. Wait, what? Did she get let off? It's never really established what's happened to her. That maybe she's just lost her job, but come on, she's got to do something else as well because she's done some fucking crazy shit that's pretty fucking unethical. That should get you some kind of harsh punishment here. Of course, Neely and Reacher let off the hook. And, they have their sexual little tension, banter, blah blah blah, all that stuff. Actually, I'm just going to take some time now to reflect on the fact that I pretty much got away with doing a lot of really unethical shit that I shouldn't have been doing, especially as a government agent, but fuck it. And it's a shame because I did like her character, even though she does have some very fucking bad writing in places, but well. So yeah, he has his nice little, little banter with Neely as well, and she makes a nice little comment about, you know what, you have a soft spot for the little guy, it's the big guys you hate, the smoke son of a bitches who get away with it, and that's you got a soft spot for that, and it kind of felt a little bit spelled out. It's like we don't need that dialogue, and I think. You didn't really need it. We know that. We've seen that plenty of times. You don't need to spell that shit out, but okay. And she's fine. She's fine as this little character that shows up and helps Reacher, but that's it. And we're going to see a spin-off of it, and I don't get why. I don't think she's that interesting enough to have a spin-off. She seems like someone who kind of likes to keep herself to herself, and that's who the character is. We don't need to see her front load and center. And yeah, they go to the agent who got killed, on their watch, and because I think it's their funeral as well, and Richie gets this jacket and he finds this motorbike before the FBI, ATF, DEA fucking sees it. Rich gets all the money and he gets in the car and heads out, and Gully goes back to his wife, and it's a very nice little moment. He's fucking earned it. He's earned his home. He's earned going back home to his wife. Maybe, kind of, I don't know, because he was kind of aiding and abetting Duffy, so yeah, ignore me there. He probably should be in fucking jail as well, the asshole. But Rich gets into the car and he decides to drive off, and Teresa is reunited with her grandma. And alright, it's a nice little emotional payoff. There's some very good emotional moments, and Richard, goes easy rider, and he rides off, hoping to find season 4. Where will it go? Who knows? Will it be another book that they will change and improve on, or butcher the fuck out of? We do not know. I'd love to hear your thoughts on that. Toxic, especially since you've read the books. And that's the ending. And yeah, it's a decent little final episode. It was miles better than the last one. It's got some good action. You got Reacher going up against Paulie, and it's pretty fucking intense. And yeah, I mean to stop the screen. It's fine. What's the name of the shotgun railing gives? I do not know. I'm going to have to watch Justified again one day, because that's a fucking good one. Yeah, so Persuader is fully a book. Yeah. Let's go to more of the comments right now. I love the fact that you got the pirate site. You took the slides from Invisible. Sadly, I was trying to use the slides that Blue had. He said he had some slides from Reacher, and I looked on his chat, but there wasn't anything there. So, apart from the Daredevil one. So, I don't know what happened. I don't know if it fucking suddenly came off. So, Blue, if you're watching this, sorry, man. I was going to use the slides, but for some reason, I couldn't find them, even when I looked in the chat. Yeah, no, I probably am going to get some shit here, but fuck it. See what happens. Signing an executive order for Reacher to be returned to the military with the rank of general. You know what? I think he would refuse it, because that's Reacher. He's not a guy who likes to sit around for that official government bullshit. He's a guy who likes to operate outside the government. I have no idea what the shotgun is. I think, yeah. Unfortunately, Duffy is slated to be Neely's partner in their fake spin-off pronounced Neely. Hmm. It's 2 weeks to retirement and survived. Yeah, I know. That's a fucking odd one, isn't it? 2 weeks to retirement. Yeah, Hale happy with the ending, made up for the last two retirement episode. Yeah, it's been on and off this season, but I still kind of thought it was okay. I didn't. There was times when I was like, "Wait, what the fuck is that all about?" But other times I was like, "Okay." I think apart from Duffy being let off, and I think Gully probably should have been punished a bit as well because for aiding and abetting, but it was still nice to see him reunited with his wife. Uh, really, you beat me to it, yeah. What was your question for me? Yeah, I was wondering what other fucking. Oh yeah, he was asking Raylan Givens there. So I apologise for that. But yeah, I'm wondering what will happen with season 4. Will it be better? Will it be worse? Hopefully, they kind of look over the mistakes of the last season, the last 2 seasons, and maybe improve on it. And hopefully, season 4 will be just as good as season 1. But I think they probably were listening to the complaints about season 2 and decided to make Reacher a bit more solo again while still sort of having this semi-partnership with these other agents, and it was okay. Yeah. I probably will still watch season 2 despite its faults. I'm kind of going back and forth with if I want to watch the other season 2 and season 3 again. I probably will. I did rewatch season 1 not too long ago, and it's still a fucking great season. But I'm wondering what kind of characters he's going to bump into in season 4. I might have to look it up, see what they're adapting. I don't think you need to, from what I'm hearing from Toxic, you don't really need to watch these. You don't need to read the books in order. So I might just look up what season 4 is going to be based on and hope I can find the audiobook on YouTube. If not, I'll try and find the book. So it'd be good to kind of read some of the other books. I'm reading Killing Floor, and I'm not the biggest fan of it at the moment. It's starting to get a little bit interesting with Reacher sort of like talking about, how he kills people, and he goes into detail on how to cut someone's throat accurately. It's very graphic, and it has sort of awakened the morbid sadist in me in a way. I found it morbidly fascinating to listen to. So yeah. Started so strong, better than season. So yeah, next. So is it a recommend? It's still a recommend. It's just got a lot of misses. It's hit and miss, but thankfully the hit still hit hard. I'm going to do a video detailing the books, what order they came in, what have been made into movie TV, and what would make sense for season 4. I would love to hear that. Obviously, we talk to each other in Facebook Messenger, so yeah, send me the link and I'll try and jump on it whenever I can. If I can't jump on the actual stream, if you want me there, then I will still catch the rewatch. So overall, season score compared to others, I give season 1 4 out of 4 potatoes. Season 2, maybe maybe 2.5 potatoes, and season 3, season 3 potatoes out of 4 potatoes. So yeah, this order next. Season 1, Jack Reacher film. Season 2, season 3, Way Behind is Reacher Never Look Back. Yeah, David Vess, yes. Potato, potato, potato. But I am so glad that we finally got through this season, and I don't think it's the biggest disaster. It's just an okay one. I still like Duffy and Gully and the young one who got killed. Even though they kind of should have at least paid for some of the shit they were doing. But they did still have some good chemistry. They still had some good dialogue for Alan Richardson to bounce off of. And Richardson still fucking kills in the role. He is still fucking good. Since I mentioned his little audition, I'm going to try and have a look for it. Give me a minute. Feature audition. Again, bear with me a second. Yeah, so this is the fucking share the screen, and here we go. This is the thing that Quinn was taking the piss out of him about. Not really, but fuck it. It's just for me having a laugh and some shits and giggles. So it's beginning.
I'd just say before you start, thank you. Thank you for putting a little smile.
Oh, you put a smile on Paula's face.
Come here. First time we see her smile in hours.
Oh, God, Paul.
I am single, shoot.
There was this one guy in Atlanta. His name is Alan Richardson, and he's totally hot. Randy and Simon decided to leave the table and let Alan sing the whole audition to me. Now listen, I'm a professional, and it didn't sway my decision much.
You are the sunshine
I'll
of
edit
my
it.
life.
It's no problem.
That's why I always stay around. You are the apple of my eye.
Oh.
Forever you'll stay in this heart.
I think that's low
Okay,
enough.
that's
Alan.
enough.
Thank you.
That's enough.
Definitely
That's enough.
So, I do apologise for everyone. Yeah, this shit reminds me why I'm so glad I saw Titans first, then Reacher, and never saw his comedic stuff. Yeah, I remember him. He was very good in Titans. Yeah, it was the Hawk, wasn't he? I thought he was pretty good in that. Shame the season 2 ruined his fucking character and his relationship with Dove. I really fucking hated that. I really hated season 2. Season 1 was kind of hit and miss for me anyway, but he's very good in. He was very good in Brooklyn Nine-Nine as well. I think it was Scully he was playing, the very young version of Scully, and he was very good. Oh yeah, she clearly wanted to jump his fucking jump his bones there. The horny old cow. Credit where it's due, though. She was still looking good for her fucking age back then. I have no idea what she looks like now. She probably looks like shit. Oh, who knows? She probably looks more plastic than ever. But I do acknowledge that his comedic timing and his abilities make him such a compelling reach. Yeah, because listening to the audiobook of the Killing Floor, I don't know if it's just because of the guy who's narrating it, because the book is told by his point of view. I kind of wished it was someone that sounded a little bit like Richardson reading the book, because he probably would have delivered the dialogue a bit better in the book, the narration as well a bit better. But that's just me. She wanted to peel some potatoes for sure. Yeah, Richardson. Yeah, you're right, Toxic. Richardson really does give this guy some fucking personality. Even though he's an arsehole, he's still kind of like him. He's still got these one-liners. But, there's a shitload of books to get through as well. I don't know if there's going to be another few more series of this. Who knows? But we'll see what happens. And even though Richardson is fucking annoyed me from the shit he said on Twitter, I still do like him in this role. He still carries this. I mean, we could probably have the worst season of Reacher ever. The next season could be even fucking worse than season 2 and season 3, by a fucking mile. And he would still be the best thing in it, because he really does seem to know this character, but he seems to know enough that to make it his own. And he still does it better than Tom Cruise, who is all right in the role. It's just, it just felt like I was watching Tom Cruise playing Tom Cruise. Yeah, let me advise you on which books to read. I won't lead you astray. I think you sent me it before. Send me the message anyway, though, just in case. So, yeah, that's my overall thoughts on Reacher season 3, sorry. I do apologise there. And, yeah, thanks for joining me, everyone. I'm so glad to have you on. 7 views, only a few people in chat. I don't care. I was just glad to shoot the shit and share my thoughts. And, read some of the funny shit that you put up on chat as well. It's always a pleasure. It really is. And thank you, Tony Down Under, for supporting me on Patreon. And thank you, Mr. E, and Cloudi P as well, and Tyler Wolff for supporting me on Patreon as well. You are fucking beautiful bastards. I'm so glad to have you join me on these chats and listen to me ramble on like a fucking idiot. But I will let you go now, and I will catch you probably for Daredevil, and I will do a proper edited review on this very soon. I've got it typed up. I've got it recorded, but I might record something because I want to make a little cat shit coffee joke, especially for the thumbnail, which I'm hoping you will find hilarious. So yeah, I will see you a lot later, and whether you beautiful bastards are Northern English or not, thanks for watching, and do remember to like, comment, share, subscribe, and to ring that bell in order to be notified. And if you wish to further support this channel, links are in the description below. But right now, that's me done, and I'm off to the pub. Thank you, and I will see you later, you beautiful.
Can I have spuds, please?
Spuds! Good choice. George's song. Listen very carefully, the question comes straight after.
Baked potato changed my life. Baked potato showed me the way. If you want to know what is wrong from right, you must listen to what potatoes say.
Don't be good, don't be bad.
Baked potato.
Don't be happy, don't be sad.
Thank you, baked potato. And if you want to have a better day, you must listen to what the baked potatoes say.
Don't be early, don't be late.
Thank you, baked potato.
Always eat what's on your plate.
Thank you, baked potato. And if you want to have a better day, you must listen to what the baked potatoes say. P-A-K-E-T-P-O-T-A-T-O. Baked potato.